Bonjour à tous et bienvenue sur Parcours'Info. Aujourd'hui on se retrouve pour une très belle vidéo, je suis très content de la faire celle-ci. Donc on est allé voir les sapeurs-pompiers de Torrance aujourd'hui, c'était très intéressant, ils nous ont acceptés dans leurs locaux. Donc dans cette vidéo on va voir comment ça se passe d'être un pompier aux États-Unis, qu'est-ce que c'est une journée normale, comment on la démarre, quelle différence on a au niveau matériel, au niveau tradition. Ça va être vraiment très intéressant, j'ai déjà une petite expérience en tant que pompier parce que j'étais dans les jeunes sapeurs-pompiers. On va voir les grandes différences de nos deux pays sur ce point-là. Il y aura aussi des informations pour le recrutement en tant que pompier volontaire, pompier professionnel aux États-Unis et en France que je vais vous mettre. Donc restez jusqu'à la fin de la vidéo si vous voulez en savoir plus sur ce sujet-là et si c'est quelque chose qui vous plaît. J'espère vraiment que cette vidéo va vous plaire. Bon visionnage.
Truck 91. So truck 91 is going to go a little bit more of a specialized apparatus. We like to call it essentially a big toolbox.
Yeah.
So the truck is going to be assigned typically on like a fire to vertical ventilation. We're going to go to the roof and affect vertical ventilation typically on a fire. But we are really a big toolbox, so we have a lot of capabilities. Any rope calls like rope rescue, trench rescue, confined space, fires, vehicle extrication. Some of the more unique calls, the truck has to go because it has all the unique tools on it.
In France, for the rope calls, we have just one package for like our engines that we can do. It's like 30 meters. I don't know.
Yeah, so the engines do have a quick rope system, but they only have one rope. And it's only really for one rescuer.
Yeah, it's the
typically
same.
It's like, let's say someone's off a cliff and they're hurt. That rope on the engine is basically, hey, you're gonna get one of our guys down there to check on the person and give any medical treatment.
Afterwards, the truck,
and then the truck will show up. We'll set up a bigger rope system. We call it twin tension because we're always working off of two ropes.
Okay.
And then we'll go down and then we'll get him up.
Okay.
So the rope on the engine is really to get someone to the patient. Once the truck shows up, we're going to do a rope system to get the patient out of where he's at. So this is the captain's seat.
Okay.
So captain's seat, he basically has tablet command, which is going to give us notes on whatever emergency we have. It has a map, it has all kinds of info on there for different various calls. He also has a bunch of maps to the city, maps to the refinery. We have a refinery here in Torrance. And then just his gear. So pretty straightforward there. You know, it's just gonna have our gear, some seats, headsets, things like that.
So you dress into the truck or you just put like everything in the station and you go?
Yeah, so we dress before we get on the truck. If it's a fire or something we need to. So we'll throw all our gear here in less than a minute and then we'll hop on. And then when we get to the fire, that's when we throw our axe and our BA. This compartment is gonna be our BA and more turnouts. So we have the captain's breathing apparatus and the firefighter's breathing apparatus, couple lights, captain's gear, a couple axes, and then we have just some ballistic vests. So these are like for bulletproof vests in case we're ever in a situation where we need to go.
Ever happened to you?
Not to me personally, but it has happened here before.
Really?
Yeah. And that's essentially, typically if there's anything dangerous, we don't show up until the police department clears us that it's safe. But in case we get into a dangerous situation, that's where we're doing that. This is basically the hydraulic controls to the aerial ladder. So the aerial ladder works all off of hydraulic pressure. And essentially this is the hydraulic control. So these are called outriggers. So these come out, stabilize the ladder, and then allow us to throw the ladder, and then you control the ladder from up top. So we'll do that probably last. This is gonna be our forcible entry compartment, right? So forcible entry, we need to get into basically anywhere if there's a fire, a person trapped or whatever. So some of our main tools, I'm sure you guys have irons as well, right? So we have the irons. It's gonna be really important to get into structures, and then we're gonna have our rotary saws. So essentially with the irons and the rotary saw together, there's nothing we can't really get into unless it's a really, really unique situation, from garage doors to home doors to heavily secured doors, and we all have our own operations for that. Okay. So this is gonna be our EMS rope compartment. So here we have all of our EMS equipment. So this is airway bag. So we're gonna have all our airway equipment. This is our Zoll monitor. So this is gonna do blood pressure, EKG, 12 leads. We can shock someone with it, yes. So a lot of important stuff there, and then this is gonna be our drug box.
All of your engines, like even the ambulances, the engine truck, are equipped with EMS stuff.
Yes, all of them, everything. And then this stuff is too much. This is gonna be most of our rope stuff. So we have a box. This is gonna be our trauma box actually, but we have a lot of our rope equipment. So we have two 200-foot ropes, two 400-foot ropes, and a couple other various ropes in there. And then this is gonna be how we're gonna do one of the rope. We can do a rope system off the tip of the ladder. So essentially we put this on the tip of the ladder, we run ropes through here, run it to there, and then we can use the ladder to extend or retract the rope. So it's really important if we're doing something like getting someone far, and then we're gonna put them on the Stokes basket. You know what the Stokes basket is?
Yeah.
So we have the Stokes basket in there too. So we can set up a rope system off of the ladder, or whatever other way we can always make anchors and make other.
Okay, that's really interesting. For example, that is a thing we don't got in France. To deploy this basket, we need like a special unit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like different. We have specialization in France that can make you do some things that other firefighters don't do.
Like
and
that.
and from this point, you only got on certain cars.
This is gonna be my compartment. So this just has my BA.
Okay, so everyone has this compartment?
Essentially, but mine's just because I tiller the truck.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so this is my compartment, that's my BA, that's my axe. This is all my gear, so I can throw all my gear. And then essentially my job is a tillerman. So a tillerman can drive the wheels from back here. So these wheels are able to turn.
What does it change? Like, what is the use of it?
So think about like a semi-truck, right? They're really long. If you see the way they take turns, like say this is a corner, they have to come out and go really wide because eventually this comes this way because it's stuck straight, right? Like they're stuck straight.
Yep.
So they can hit stuff. Well, this gives us the ability to turn the wheels and get into a lot more tighter spaces and do a lot more tighter turns. So essentially when we're going, we can turn here and I can turn the wheels and swing this around. We can do a lot with it. So it just gives us more capabilities to get into smaller spaces. Yeah. And this is just gonna be our journey, all our medical stuff. Still have the airway, still have the drug box, still have the Zoll monitor. Exact same, yeah. Every major rig has that. And then just a bunch of medical equipment. So this is really more of a medical rig, but so something that'll happen, hey, the rescue will show up to a fire and then they'll say, hey, rescue 1, you're gonna go on the roof to help with truck 1. Okay. Or hey, rescue 1, you're gonna help engine 1 with something. Or hey, rescue 1.
So every vehicle has like a principal reason to be here, but the people in the vehicle can do basically everything.
Yeah. So it depends when the chief gets there, what everyone's being assigned essentially.
Okay, I see.
So this is gonna be our engine. Same thing, we're gonna have a hook or a hook to do all kinds of stuff. It's just a really versatile tool. This is gonna be our pump panel. So pump panel is essentially the engineer. So the engineer's gonna be driving and then he's gonna be using a pump panel so he can discharge to whatever line he wants, send pressure, manage pressure and do stuff like that. This is gonna be our hose bed. So we have 200 feet in the front, so this is called pre-connected.
And so basically the thing you do is that you take it and you do that.
Yeah, and there's a lot of technique to it, obviously. But so we could get potentially 3 lines out of here. So the front is 200, we have 400 feet here, 400 feet here.
This is really cool. In France you have to like connect everything manually. Usually you have one small like one small hose at the back of the truck, but this is really useful because you can just basically go out, run, and the conductor just put the water on and you can start to attack.
Or if you pull it all out, it's already connected inside.
Yeah, that's really cool.
The front too, the back one is not connected at all. So that once you get to where you need to go, you'll let the engineer know, he'll disconnect it and he'll disconnect it.
Okay.
And then he'll pump.
In France, we are trying to like connect everything in less than 2 minutes to be able to do it.
That's good.
Yeah, and like we, for now, as junior firefighters, were a bit bad at it because we saw the real one, like the volunteers one, do it. They were like, oh, we have to train.
And this is going to be one of our intakes. So one of our intakes is how we get water to the engine. So the engine has 500 gallons of water.
It has already a tank, but you can't.
But it goes fast.
Yeah.
Because these lines are typically like 100 gallons a minute.
Yeah, that's
so in 5 minutes, you need to have water or you'll run out. So that's why we have the intake. It can take water in. And then this is just going to be outfitted for more. So this is going to be our, basically, I'd like to call it like the fittings compartment. So it has gated wise, extra nozzles, different tools to use for hose. A lot of different attachments for different situations.
Yeah, so.
This is going to be like our sling pack. So remember earlier when we were talking about rope stuff and maybe sending someone down, this just has a lot of emergency medical equipment in it. Same thing as earlier, we have ballistic vests, so bulletproof vests and ballistic helmets.
Oh, really?
So these are helmets as well, if we get into a situation where we need them.
You don't choose the helmets and the ballistic vest as like a lot of times.
No, it's pretty rare.
Yeah.
But it has.
When something's
If you're in a situation or you're going somewhere where, maybe there was a shooter.
And you don't know if he's down or not.
Yeah, and maybe they're like, hey, everything looks clear, but we didn't find him.
But we didn't know,
so maybe he left.
Yeah, okay.
So hey, that would be a situation. Hey, we don't know where he's at. We're probably gonna put these on. And I don't know if you guys have something like that, but this is called our high-rise pack. So it's 150 feet. 150 feet of hose with a nozzle.
Oh yeah.
So basically, like, hey, we don't know exactly where the fire is, or it's like a big apartment complex. One of the firefighters will just throw this on their shoulder and start walking until he gets there.
We have the same, but the nozzle is like single. We do everything single and we connect it after. So basically, for every fire, we work with like 2 people. So 1 chief and 1 assistant. The chief just got like the radio, one hose, an axe, like basic things, and the other one got two hoses and the chief got the nozzle. That's the basic configuration, but after if you need like more, there is other people that can come and we can connect everything to go faster. But for example, in most of the buildings we have like a big hose that goes all the way up to the building, and so if you take the stairs you can connect this and just put on the water, so you don't have to supply to the truck, and you can use this one.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That's really useful. Yeah, standpipes. But sometimes dumb people just put like throw cans in there because it's not locked, and so it doesn't work, and you have to.
It's not always reliable. But We'll go standpipe if it's a really big building. But sometimes we have apartments that don't, they're 2-story apartments and they just go super far and really far this way, and that's where we have to use the high-rise pack typically. This is just gonna be our restock. So just a lot of extra stuff, masks, helmets for the kids,
What is this?
This is like a little splint. So you can...
Oh, it's like to stabilize faster. Okay.
Yeah, so it's really like flexible. You can make whatever shape you want out of it. Stabilize an arm, stabilize a wrist, stabilize a foot or an ankle. So really flexible in what we can do with that. Bags for bagging patients. Just a lot of medical equipment in there. Same thing, a lot of medical equipment, IVs, bags, bandages. We don't need all this hose.
This is the hose I was talking about. That is like on the back of our trucks.
Oh, okay, yeah.
This is exactly this.
Oh, okay, yeah. So this, we call it our red line, but it's really, you just pull out however much you need. Cool. Small trash can fire, really small fire. You don't need all this, all the water, all the hose. And then we just have ladders up top. So we have a 28-foot extension ladder, and then
usually we have the same. So how do you receive the call here?
You'll hear it. There's speakers everywhere. See, there's like a speaker there. You'll see them around over there. There's like 4 speakers in here.
It's like an automatic voice, like the dispatch just take you and it displays. It's like
it's like automatic voice, not a person. Yeah. But there's dispatch and they're deciding who goes, what's the call, and stuff like that.
Okay.
And they work somewhere completely different. So these are our living quarters. We work 48.96 typically if we're not working any overtime. So that's 2 days on, 4 days off. So this is where we're gonna be having dinner. We have our refrigerators with our food. We typically try to cook when we can, when we're not too busy. So this is our kitchen, stove, ovens. Typically we're really busy, but if we ever have a chance, we can hang out, watch some sports, stuff like that. These are located kind of throughout the whole station, so just be careful. So it's just kind of like a fire pole. And all
so this is like every firefighter?
So this, we actually just took updated photos. So this is a lot of the, I think up to 4 years ago, maybe 4 or 5 years ago, maybe 5.
And so
I would say. So we just took new pictures. So really soon we'll have everybody on here. Just this happening like this week, last week. It's a little bit of an office space here, so just for us to do computer work, submit requests to fix things here, things like that. This again, just more rooms to the left. This is our classroom here.
So they did the CPR training.
Yep. So they're doing CPR training right now, and over there at the other end is for some training. So yeah, so we have to get CPR certified once every about 2 years.
Okay.
So this is just the time it's coming around. Everybody's getting CPR certified. I just recently got CPR certified, so I don't have to this time around. So this is just all of our gear, just like we have in the app as well. This is just another area. Just more gear.
And there is like helmets from different colors. Does the color means a gray here?
Yeah, so the yellow is firefighter or engineer. The red is captain.
Okay.
So red is captain, white is chief.
Okay.
So if you see a white helmet, it's a chief.
So if you see a white helmet, you have to be careful.
Yeah, be very careful. So you hear the pole? Sure. See, running, hustle, good, we love it. You get closer now. Here in Torrance, every firefighter, no matter where they're at, we always have an axe with us.
Oh, fun.
It's a very versatile tool. There's some fire departments in California that maybe the guys on the truck will have axes, but we won't. Here, move this way. So he's gonna come out here. You can just do it right here. he has his mask, getting all his gear together, and then he's just gonna mask up. So he's gonna put his mask and get ready to go into the fire. Turn his bottle on.
Yep.
Gets his mask on, puts his flash hood over.
Actually, you have the same procedure, but just when you have a material to like, as I told you, work plus 2 people, every 2 people have to check the other ones.
Okay.
To make sure it's like fully open, like there is no leak.
Swap train. So I don't know if you want to get any close-ups of anywhere, or this is all good. Yep.
How much time can you last in the fire with the VA?
So really, it depends on how much heat we're exposed to. So our gear is rated at 500 degrees for 5 minutes. So we can be in up to 500 degrees for up to 5 minutes. And then our gear slowly starts deteriorating. If it's more than that, the time just goes down quicker and quicker. We can do, how long can we do like direct flame impingement? So if we're like directly under fire, it's like what, 30 seconds or? It's low, I remember it's low.
Oh, direct flame?
Yeah. It's
I thought
low.
it was 10. 10?
10
That's
seconds?
this. 10.
Yeah. So direct fire, not very long. But 500, 300 degrees. So these are 45-minute bottles. So they're,
okay.
If you're just standing, breathing, they'll probably last around 45 minutes. But working really hard. So that's where fitness really comes in. If you're really fit, you could probably get 30 or more minutes out of this. If you're not so fit, you could breathe it as fast as like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
If you're working really, really hard. That's just our alarm in case you
you have to do this.
Yep, every 15 seconds about it'll go off. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. So a fire, that's what it'll look like. We come running, get all our stuff off. It'll be even faster because we don't mask up here, right? We get inside and we're
actually we put the BA like on the truck.
Yeah.
If it's on the truck, we put it on the truck, and otherwise we just put it when we are on stage.
Yeah, here.
Our BAs, like I mean, in my station, our BAs are on like this part of the truck, like on the side, and yeah, in some other trucks in France, the BA are like on the seats too. Mm-hmm. But in my station, they are not.
3, 2, 1, 0, supply bar, 230 miles, leader water stop, engine 97, Yankee L, 91, Evacuate Bravo, 3, 2, 1, 0, supply bar, 230 miles, leader water stop, gas gauge 150.
Guys are getting ready to go as well. Yeah, sorry.
No, that's okay. That's fine. feel like the weight, it's more the rest than the pants.
Yeah.
But the boots are like heavy.
Yeah. Go.
I feel like that's fun.
Yeah. Throw it around. Back. And it helps if you lean forward. You can drop the axe down. Okay. Get it through there. Here, we want the axe more on the side. Almost right there, right on the kind of the corner of your hip. Now it's really fun. Alright, now run. No,
I can.
no, I don't want
These are boots I will follow.
Yeah. And then you trip on this a lot. That's the...
Oh, it goes down. Yeah. But they
and then you have to think too, we have to throw batteries.
Voilà, c'est la fin de cette vidéo, merci beaucoup à tous de l'avoir regardé. Vous demandez peut-être pourquoi est-ce que j'ai pas parlé du recrutement chez les pompiers français et chez les pompiers américains pendant la vidéo, j'avais dit que je le ferais au début. En fait tout simplement, je suis en train de finir le montage de la vidéo au moment où je tourne ça, et je me suis rendu compte que la vidéo était assez longue et que tout condenser dans une même vidéo serait un peu compliqué. Donc ce que je vais faire, c'est que je vais faire une partie 2, dans laquelle il y aura une partie interview avec le pompier qui m'a présenté la caserne, qui m'a présenté les véhicules, etc. Donc je vais vous montrer l'interview que j'ai fait avec lui, je vais répondre un petit peu aux différences, réagir un petit peu à tout ce qu'on a fait dans la première partie de la vidéo, donc dans celle que vous venez de voir, et c'est à ce moment-là où je vais plus parler du recrutement des deux côtés. Je pense que c'est mieux parce que ça fait une vidéo plus courte et c'est un petit peu plus dynamique, c'est moins de grosses informations d'un coup, et comme ça vous pouvez voir un petit peu plus en mode vlog les pompiers aux États-Unis, et si jamais vraiment le sujet vous intéresse, vous aurez une partie beaucoup plus détaillée, un petit peu plus technique au niveau des pompiers français et des pompiers américains. J'espère vraiment que malgré tout cette vidéo vous a plu. Je suis désolé d'avoir un système pas assez régulier au niveau des publications. Il y en a qui se loupent, ça se dérègle un peu. En ce moment, j'essaye de régler un peu ça. Si jamais vous voulez m'aider, encore une fois, n'hésitez pas à partager cette vidéo, donc à des amis, à de la famille, à qui ça pourrait intéresser, etc. Mettez un commentaire, likez la vidéo, abonnez-vous. N'oubliez pas d'activer les notifications, comme ça, à chaque fois qu'on en sort une, vous êtes au courant. N'hésitez pas aussi à nous suivre sur nos réseaux sociaux. On a un Linktree qui est dans la description, qui regroupe absolument tous mes réseaux sociaux. N'hésitez pas à aller voir. Donc voilà, encore une fois, j'espère vraiment que cette vidéo vous a plu. N'hésitez pas à vous abonner, liker la vidéo, partagez-la, etc. Et on se retrouve pour la partie 2 pour voir les différences entre les pompiers français et les pompiers américains. Merci d'avoir regardé Parcours Info et au revoir.